Hello friends. Most people are aware that airplanes dump fuel before they land, but many people are unaware of why they do this. Airplane fuel can cost $5 to $6 per gallon, and when you consider that many large planes carry up to 5,000 gallons of fuel, it may sound wasteful to dump it, but that isn't the case. Fuel dumping is the term generally given to when an aircraft disposes fuel mid-air prior to landing. This often occurs when a plane is forced to make a landing short of its intended destination to lighten the aircraft's weight. It is a procedure used by aircraft in certain emergency situations before a return to the airport shortly after takeoff to reduce the aircraft weight. On many larger commercial airplanes, a special nozzle is fitted to the wing. If a pilot deems it necessary, the system pumps fuel out of the nozzle into the atmosphere quickly. Removing fuel before landing also means the plane's landing will be smoother, easier and much safer, which is yet another good reason to dump fuel right before the plane lands. Dumping the fuel in the middle of the flight or during takeoff simply doesn't provide the same advantages as dumping it immediately before the landing. Landing a plane is more stressful on the airplane than taking off. Heavy fuel adds even more stress. So when the pilot feels it is necessary to lower the weight of the airplane, he may decide to get rid of some of that fuel before landing. The average rate of fuel dumping must be at least 1% of the maximum weight per minute, except that the total time required to dumping the amount of fuel to reduce aircraft weight from maximum takeoff to maximum landing need not to be less than 10 minutes. When an aircraft decides to dump fuel at altitude, the pilot flicks a switch in the cockpit and pumps push the fuel out of the nozzle in the wings. Fuel disperses over a wide enough area that the particles evaporate into a fine mist, essentially evaporating into a gaseous form and then fading into a background gases of the atmosphere. Dumping fuel is done under emergency conditions. If the aircraft can be flown safely, it is more likely that the crew will simply fly around and burn off as much as they can before attempting a landing. Though it is obviously not good for the environment to spray jet fuel into the sky. At altitudes above around 5,000 feet, the fuel vaporizes before it can reach the ground. So even if the dump happens over a city, no one is likely to feel any direct ill effects. According to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change report, even if aircraft also occasionally introduce hydrocarbons by dumping fuel at low altitudes in the troposphere, there is only a small increase of hydrocarbons in the region as the fuel evaporates. If jet fuel were routinely hit the ground, it will pollute water resources and land, as well as damage crops and biodiversity. That's all about my today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you are watching my video for the first time, then make sure to follow or subscribe. I will see you guys again very soon. Till that, take care, bye bye and thanks a lot.